Okay. Let's do this. Well, hello to anybody who has made it so far. You're a bit early? Yeah, you're just on time. You're the only one just on time right now. We'll see how many people show up this week. You know, I feel like I need a vacation right now. I need to go somewhere warm. Probably won't fly anywhere, but I just want to get out of the cold, get away from the internet, just escape for a little while. You know, tired of hearing about news. Wow, people are jumping in pretty quick. So I'm just doing it in an extraordinary world, which means they're just going to give me ridiculously hard ones. Yeah, I mean, this... I don't even know, man. This could be like so many different places. All we see is the woods and a kind of run down little tiny town. It does kind of look European based on the buildings, but I don't know where these woods would be. I don't know. I'm just going to click somewhere in Russia, I guess. Phoenix is 70 and sunny this time of year. Yeah, that doesn't sound so bad. Oh, I guess I got the country right. It was in Russia, so that wasn't terrible. Yeah, so I'm up in Salt Lake, and it's just like a gloomy 20 to 30 degrees every day. Like, sometimes it'll peak up to 40, but it's just unpleasant to be outside, like, ever. Maybe I'll go down to Vegas for a little bit. Except, my car broke this week, and so I haven't been able to really go anywhere. I've been kind of stuck at home because my car won't start. And I'm just, like, not motivated to do anything about that, I guess. What is this place? Zona I'm betting that this is, like, South America, maybe. Yeah, I guess I'd have to say, like, Peru or Chile. Oh, wow, it was Peru. Dang! This is like the hardest game. And I'm... so far, both of my guesses have been pretty decent. Yeah, I gotta move the chat over. My screens are so big that, like, the chat is, like, 5 feet away from my face. What is the temperature like in Salt Lake? Yeah, it's usually about 30. Not the nicest, especially at night. See, that's what I always say about, at least in Utah, it's like, summers, you can go outside at night. Spring and fall, you can go outside in the afternoon. And winter, you just don't go outside. Because, like, yeah, summers do get too hot during the day, but, like, just go out at night. Like, during the summer, I've had summers where I am just going for bike rides at midnight, like, every single night. And it's just perfect. I love summer nights. And then spring and fall, I tend to like spring a little better. But you can just go out in the afternoons, and it's great. And, but then in the winter, unless you're skiing or snowboarding, there's just nothing as pleasant going outside. You saying this is Indonesia? This kind of looks like Mongolia to me, you know? I mean, it might not be. I'm not super confident about that. But I'm going to pick in that region at least. Just out in the field. Holy cow! Alright, so this game, the game I picked, is called An Extraordinary World. It's meant to be like the hardest thing ever. Just like middle of nowhere places, very little to go off of. You're not actually expected to get anything even close to right. But so far, in 3 rounds, I've gotten 11,000 points. Like, my all-time best on this game is like 17,000. And even that is like really lucky. Out of 25,000 being the max. Um. Hmm. Does this guy look more Indian or South American? I'm thinking India. Maybe this is like Bangladesh or something. Maybe we're somewhere over in this region, in the very green area. It's 29 degrees in Kentucky. Yeah, right now everywhere is pretty cold. I was just looking at the map of temperatures, and yeah, it seems like every place is pretty cold. So right now in Salt Lake is 25 degrees at 7 p.m. And overnight it will dip down to 20 degrees, and then in the afternoon it's like 35. So yeah, I guess this could be like Indonesia. It could be further over this way. It's very green. Snow, four-letter word. Yeah, snow. Like, I don't know, we've been getting like almost no snow here in Utah. Oh, it wasn't India. Like, usually, well, it really depends on the year, but sometimes we'll get tons of snow, sometimes we'll get like no snow. Like, we're in a pretty major drought right now. Like, we got almost no rain all summer either, which sucks because, like, I love rain. I love thunderstorms especially. And I see people, like, down in the south, like over in Florida or, you know, just anywhere else, and they're getting thunderstorms and tornadoes and everything. I'm like, man, we can't, we're, like, dying of thirst over here because it won't rain. We got, like, I'm not going to try and guess the inches of rain we got because I don't know a standard, but yeah, we got almost like 3 or 4 days of any rain all year is what it seemed like. See, I've even been thinking a lot about moving out of Salt Lake. Like, it's not a concrete plan. I'm nowhere near even stages of like planning it, but Salt Lake is just so expensive. And then I look at housing prices just anywhere else, and I'm like, what the heck? Why is Utah so high right now? As for this place, part of me even thinks like New Zealand or something, but this has got to be somewhere on the east, I think. I'm just going to have to go with the Himalayas. Well, I got the mountain range right. Man, that was crazy. I got the right country 3 times. Well, we can go to the country guesser game. That's usually the best one. Yeah, see, I play this game to look around the world to see where I want to move. Where's a place that I can go that has no internet, that I can just be shut off from the world? Sometimes that seems very pleasant. Man, you know it's oh, this is Jordan. I could definitely believe that. So earlier today, I was taking a nap, just like a few hours ago, and I had a dream that it was like I had left the house and then I came back and like my computer was all messed up. Like people had come into my room and like disassembled my computer, and like I was rushing to put it together. It was like past 7. I was like, crap, I'm supposed to be streaming right now. And I was like freaking out because I couldn't, like my computer wasn't set up. I'm like frantically trying to put everything together, but everything's just going wrong. It's like this stream isn't even that important. I'm sure that most of you probably wouldn't even notice if I skipped a week. I mean, some of you definitely would. But I don't know, when I know people are expecting something out of me, I have a really hard time like flaking, you know? What is this? Is this Ghana? Biz. I guess we'll find out. This is Kenya? Yeah, maybe this is San Francisco. This is San Francisco in a couple of years. Yeah, the African countries, like, sometimes they're super easy, but other times, like, I just could not figure it out. Alright, I can go with Kenya. I don't see any other... Uh, I don't see anything telling me otherwise. Alright. Oh yeah, it was the Mombasa. I think I saw that somewhere. Oh man, this looks just like the last one. Let's see if we can figure anything out here. So yeah, if you guys had to move somewhere, somewhere in the U.S., what's a place you would like to go with, like, all factors considered, like, realistically, somewhere that's affordable and not dangerous and all that stuff. See, I've been thinking a lot about Florida. I know there's a lot of memes about Florida. But I think that it just, I mean, it's like half the price of Salt Lake, which is surprising. Move to Oklahoma, low taxes. Yeah, that would be cool. They do have a lot of storms over there. And see, when it comes to, like, big city versus small town, I'm like in the middle. Like, I live really close to downtown Salt Lake, and I'm just like, why am I spending all this money to live close to the city? Like, I don't even care to be next to the big city. People always say that, yeah, people say that if you want to be social, you want to be around a lot of people, you move to the big city. And I'm close to the big city, and it's not very social. And I hear that lots of big cities are very antisocial because you're just so used to seeing everybody around you. They just kind of look like props. Whereas small towns, you get a lot more social because everyone just kind of gets to know each other. And so it's like, I want to be kind of social, but at the same time I want to just have a bunch of privacy whenever I want it to. So let's see, we've got Oklahoma, Maine, Texas, North Carolina. Is this Nigeria? It might be. I feel like I'm going to get this one wrong. I don't know why it gave us Africa twice in a row. But I guess that's the most common. Hey! That was kind of lucky. See, I've always thought if I were to move out of Utah, I'd probably either go to Las Vegas, somewhere in Texas, or somewhere in Florida. But I just don't know a whole lot about a lot of other states. Like, you could say, oh, I'm moving to Texas, but Texas is so huge. There's so many different parts of it, and so many places around it are so different from each other that it's like, oh, I want to move to Texas. And they're like, what part? Like, isn't it all the same? And people always think that state lines mean so much. Like, sure, you might be governed by different state taxes and laws and stuff, but for the most part, if you're like right on the border of one state or another, like say you're right here between Tennessee and Kentucky, like the state name always sticks out to people, but it really doesn't make much of a difference what side of the border you're on, I would think. I'm pretty sure this is Canada, by the way. But let's make sure it's not the US. I don't know, this is... Like, anytime I see something like this, I'm like, it looks like the US, but a little bit off. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it is the US, but sometimes I'm just like, something seems a little different here. Just based on the roads, the signs, the sidewalks. So, do you think this is US or Canada? This looks like Ontario. Find a speed sign. Yeah, that's usually what helps. If it says speed limit or maximum. And they don't let us see the license plates because Google is way too good at hiding those. Yield to traffic. Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking this feels more Canadian. Or, I, I can't say I know a lot about Canadians, but oh, we're in South Korea, guys. It just doesn't. I don't want to say that it doesn't look American in case I'm wrong, but I have talked about Florida for several weeks. Yeah, I guess so. I just whenever it's winter in Utah, I just hate the cold. Okay, good. I can be justified in saying that didn't feel like the US. Oh, it was South Korea. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm probably still years away from doing anything like that. I don't have the money to buy a house. Oh, are we in Croatia? Hold on. Show me that flag again. That's either Croatia or Slovakia. I think it's Slovakia, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Well, that was a quick one. This looks like Indonesia. This could be Malaysia. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have like looked at the housing costs all over the country. But I mean, Salt Lake is just way more than you would expect. I mean, I grew up here, so like looking at the housing prices, that's just kind of what I thought was normal. And it's so crazy to look in other states. You're like, whoa, you can actually, is that the real price right there? Like, do people actually just pay that? Like, that seems way different. Indonesia. Like, I don't think you can find, um, yeah, if you want just like a standard middle class 3-bedroom house anywhere in the Salt Lake Valley, you're probably paying like 400,000 at least. Like 3 or 400,000 on the low end. It's weird. And then you look at that same thing and like in this area, like the southeast, and it's like 150 to 200,000. It's like half as much. And then you look at that in like LA and it's like 800,000. It's like double. Yeah, I do not want to move to LA. Though something I have thought about is like if you move to somewhere that's very inflated, like say you lived in LA or San Francisco for a long time where money just gets thrown around like trash. Like what if you made a whole bunch of money? Like sure your cost of living would probably be high, but you just save up tons of money and then you could use all that savings to move anywhere else you want. I can tell a lot of people are doing that, which is why Salt Lake's prices are going up. Because we've got so many people moving here from California. Euro trade. Alright, we're somewhere in the EU right now. Oh man, I just barely can't read it. It's too blurry. Oh, is that the Slovakia sign? Yeah, Kentucky's super cheap. West Virginia's super cheap. Like, this whole area over here is just so cheap. And something else I've noticed, whenever you look at the West Coast, you know, I'd say like the West half, there's like major cities and then like nothing in between them. They're like huge population hubs and then just nothing for hundreds of miles. Yeah, California taxes are a disaster. And their lockdowns are a nightmare too. Like, there's a million reasons not to move to California. Man, I do not know about this one. I might just click Slovakia. And the whole chat is talking about the US. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's Slovakia, but I don't have any better guesses. I'll go for it. Vancouver is even more expensive than Toronto. was I looking at? Alright, I'll try it. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'd be happy if I left California. I have some relatives who live in California. And I know some of them are trying to leave right now. Well, this place is like the textbook definition of the jungle. It's kind of funny because in the US, there's no such thing as anything like this, unless you're maybe like in Hawaii. But like this whole jungly rainforest, you figure that it's only places in the movies look like this. But yeah, like I'm not committed to any specific place. I just say Florida because it's warm and it's cheap. But I'd probably be open. I'd be just as open to like Georgia or like the Carolinas. Like if I found, you just got to find the right place, and it's not like there's any specific thing drawing me to any one place, and I'd be so far away from home anyway. I do like living next to prominent places, though. Oh, there we go. Like, it would be cool to live near Orlando for Disney World, or just live next to the beach. Just something significant. Stuff that people will want to come visit your house to go do those things. By the way, this language, I think this is like Myanmar, or it's Laos, or what is the language here? Or is it Sri Lanka? That's a tough one. Oh, maybe should I click Sri Lanka? It wouldn't really surprise me if that was right. Maybe. This one is just kind of difficult. I don't know, I have such a hard time distinguishing these languages. They all kind of look like that. It's probably not Cambodia. Might be Laos. It's not Thailand. It might be Myanmar. But I'm just going to have to say Sri Lanka, honestly. I can't lose. Man, this has been like one of the luckiest games so far. They've been giving me hard ones. Okay, we're still in this somehow. This has been one of the hardest country streak games I've seen in a long time. And we're only 9 into it. What is this, Senegal? Yeah, this is Senegal. I could tell. I'm starting to recognize places based on the language. Senegal's... out of the 5 African countries, Senegal speaks French. Yeah, Hawaii is pretty cool, but it's expensive. Hawaii is a little bit overrated, though, to be honest. I went there, and it does look nice. The nature looks nice. But, like, the housing there looks like it's all... So much of the housing looks like it's just a bunch of little shacks. People just, like, scraping together whatever they can just for the sake of living on an island. I mean, there are definitely nice places if you've got tons of money. But if you're, like, looking at houses there, a lot of it, you'll be disappointed. I have looked around, like, Zillow. Just around all over the country. Just to see what the housing prices is all over. See, that's what's so cool about the US, is that it's so diverse in so many ways that you can just... Moving to another place is pretty easy, relatively. And then you can just, like, change whatever laws you're under. You're like, I don't like the laws here. I'm going to move to another state where this is legal. Is that Spanish? I can barely see it. I mean, Hawaii, I'd probably visit again, but plan it out a little better. Last time we went to Hawaii, or the only time I went, we like had no plan. We just like couldn't ever do anything. Like there are things you'd want to do that take the full day to do them, and it would be half the day. We'd be halfway through the day and be like, "Oh, we should go do this," and then we'd only get half done before we had to go back. As for this round, probably some South American country. Honestly, this is probably where we lose. This game has been brutal. Yeah, yeah, Hawaii also just everything is expensive. Well, that's what happens when you live a couple thousand miles away from the mainland. Even Alaska has that issue too. See, if it was easier to sell your belongings, I might I might be more inclined to just drop everything and go somewhere. But my problem is, oh man, this one's, I have no idea on this one. It was Chile. Let's view the summary. So we got Jordan, Kenya, Nigeria, Mongolia, Canada, Slovakia, Indonesia, Slovakia again, Sri Lanka, Senegal, and Chile. Very obscure. There were no major, like, main European places. Not a lot of typical ones, I guess. I guess we'll keep going. Oh, getting messages about selling free junk. You know, the whole concept of like selling things on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace or whatever can be so annoying. You know, you list it, you're like, this is what it is. This is the price. Take it or leave it. And people are always stopping in like, hey, is this available? And you're like, yes. And they're like, okay, bye. You're like, why did you even message me? I get so many messages about stupid crap, and I'm like, just take it already. Even when it's free. I'm like, just get it off my hands already. Or I'll throw it in the trash. What one thing would you do again in Hawaii? I would want to go hiking. I went to Maui, and I spent plenty of time just like wandering around the town and going to the beach. And the only affordable place to go and eat is the only Costco on the island. Like you go to Costco and like everyone is there. Everyone on the island just goes to Costco because it's the only cheap place for anything. You buy a smoothie, any little little restaurant, you're spending like $5 or $6. You get a smoothie at Costco for like $2. So it's the almighty Costco. Go hiking in Hawaii. Yeah, that's the thing. They got really cool like mountains, like jungle-y mountains. And I did it for a little bit, but you got to drive pretty far. Here, after I lose this round, which I'm going to very soon. Sure, we can. It's the budget version of yes, we can. I don't even know about this one. Let's just say Mexico. Oh, it was Guatemala. I did think about that. So, like, here over in Hawaii. Alright, so here's Maui. So we were staying, like, way over here. And then everything I wanted to do was, like, way over here. And so it took forever to drive. There's only one road. I mean, it's a very scenic and pleasant-looking road. But everyone drives very slow on it. Oh, look how nice it is. The one road that's always just full of traffic. But yeah, then you get to go over here where it's all like rainforesty and fun to drive through. Yeah, it'd be cool to rent a fancy car over here. Because you just get to drive through these windy roads. And then you get to go hike in this. See, like, this is what I'm talking about. The nature looks amazing. And then, like, the houses, I mean, I'm not going to say they're ugly, but they're a little, they look more like cabins. They aren't the most... I mean, you're giving up standard first world luxuries, almost, it seems. But yeah, I think that the nature part of it looks cool. There's plenty of places in the world that would be awesome to just go hiking. Just go explore the nature. That's the thing, like, I always talk about how I love exploring the world and playing GeoGuessr, but to be honest, the culture is the least interesting part to me. I'm sure that sounds callous to somebody, but like, I want to see really cool mountains and forests and islands. I don't really... Did I just see Maui? No, this is not... No, it's definitely not Hawaii. But, yeah, as far as seeing, like, architecture and trying different foods and all that, like, it's not that interesting to me. This place is like... It seems like a European island, almost. Like, we're very close to the coast, it feels like. And I don't even know how I can tell. Like, just the gloomy skies wouldn't answer it. But you also got all of, like, the very green... These kind of plants only work in places that are very humid. Did that just say Cairo? What is this place? Okay, that did not say Cairo. I was like, this cannot be Egypt. You're all about the food? See, I'm such a picky eater. I stick to American food. Like, I couldn't care less if I only ate American food for the rest of my life. That'd be just fine with me. I do not have an exotic taste. This is Spanish. Oh yeah, there's pare. Are we in Brazil? Is that Portuguese? Or maybe we're in Bolivia. This is kind of confusing, actually. Maybe we're in Argentina. Man, I wonder where my cat is. So Faye did the weirdest thing today. So like, Faye, she knows when her feeding time is, and she gets very excited. And so it was like 5 o'clock. She's like, "Hey, come feed me." She's going crazy for it. So I go and open her can, and then she scarfs it down way too fast. And then she's in my room like 15 minutes later, and she just starts talking to me. She just goes like, "Wow, wow, 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 wow," or something like that, just making noise. And I'm like, "Oh no, what are you trying to tell me?" And then she just started puking up the food. She probably ate it too fast, but I figured it out in time. Yeah, I figured it out in time to like put a bunch of napkins out in front of her so she could puke on the napkins. But yeah, it was just so weird that she like gave me the warning that she didn't feel good. She just like started talking, making noise. That last one though, that was funny. I'm just like, click a random thing. I looked at the timer, I had 3 seconds left. I'm like, oh crap, I gotta click something. And I got it. What the heck? Does that say CL? Chile? Yeah, I guess we are in Chile. Yeah, that makes sense. For a second I thought it was just a lowercase d. And I was like, what the heck? Why is there only one letter? That doesn't make sense. I've never seen that before. The CL looks like a D. But yeah, this is very clearly Chile. That one's easier than the last one. Will she be making an appearance tonight? Not unless you want me to get up and go grab her. I feel like anytime I step away from the stream for like 5 seconds, like so many people are like, I'm out. I'm not watching this. Maybe she'll wander in. Washington. This. Alright, we're somewhere in Europe. But I don't really know. Looks kind of Eastern European based on these very depressing looking apartment buildings. Jeez, look how massive this... Is this all one building? Holy crap. That looks so unpleasant to be stuck in. Here, maybe these road signs will tell us. Fusa Saboni Hortabagi. Okay, this language is a little bit out there. Is she actually in your area or actually exploring? She's probably inside. It's really cold, so she doesn't go out. She doesn't spend much time out there right now. There's a huge complex. Oh, maybe the... Oh, come on. I don't know what the place is. This is Budapest. Oh, maybe we're Romania. But we're 224 kilometers outside of Budapest, so... Oh, that's Bucharest. Never mind. I got Budapest and Bucharest mixed up. And now I'm completely lost. Recognize the feline pre-puke sound. I think it's Hungary. Yeah, alright. There's Budapest. Alright, we are still in this... Well, it's nice to see everybody still making it out to these streams. So let's see, we're up to GeoGuessr stream number 43 now. I kind of think I might just go to number 50. I don't know that I'll want to go past 50. I just feel like it's... I mean, I've had days in the past where I'm just like not in the mood for it or just like getting tired of it. But I think that over time, the streams just kind of been dwindling. People have, like, not just myself, but a lot of viewers also seem to be just losing interest over time too. I mean, 2 hours of the same thing every week, I can kind of understand people just getting tired of it. So we'll see how I feel in 7 weeks. But let's shoot for 50 streams. So, like, half of this seems... I want to say we're probably in Australia. Either Australia or South Africa, maybe? Because we're driving on the left side of the road. It's very warm. Yeah, this is South Africa or Australia. I'm just like traveling around without leaving the house. Yeah, I know, that's the point. That's what I'm doing. This is a cool road. Melbourne. Yeah, I guess this does look more like Australia to me. You got off WoW to be here? Wow. I feel like... Oh. I knew it was Australia, I just... I wasn't thinking about it. To be honest, I haven't... Like, when it comes to WoW, I play a whole bunch on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then I feel like I have nothing left to do for the rest of the week. Like, whenever they do the weekly reset, I'm like, alright, sweet, I'll go do all my weekly stuff. And then after that, I'm like, there's nothing fun to do daily. Yeah, so I have bursts of like, oh, this is really fun, and then, oh, this isn't very fun. Alright, we need to catch back up to where I was just at. Because I meant to click Australia and I clicked South Africa. Dang, I don't think I've ever had a mess up like that. This is probably Germany, just based on how many places are blurred out. Yeah, I've never like meant to click on one, but then clicked a different one. Yeah, this is probably Germany. Yeah, .de. That's so weird that I can tell that it's Germany just because there's so many blurred out houses. Like the Street View censorship in Germany is way more strong than a lot of other places around Europe. Like, it almost just amazes me that they have any Street View at all. Okay, is this... It's Cyrillic writing. Okay, I think I know which one we're in. North Macedonia. Alright, let's keep moving. We're almost back up to the catch-up point. We're back to where we were in the last game when I threw it all away. This is the time you talk to real people instead of animals. Yeah, you know, it's really strange. I used to feel very lonely and antisocial because I was just on my computer all the time. Maybe it has to do with the kind of people and the media I watch online. That it feels like I'm always being social just by watching videos. And I don't feel that, I don't feel lonely. Like I almost never do anymore. You work with women for all week. I guess working with women means you talk to them a lot. Yeah. And to be honest, I don't know if any of you guys saw my video recently on YouTube Analyzed, where I'm just like, YouTube is boring now. Like, of course, making a living on YouTube is the dream, but at the same time, I just don't even know what to do anymore. Nothing seems interesting. Everything I want to do doesn't work, and everything that works is something that I just can't stand. Oh man, this place is really throwing me off. Wait, wasn't there Cyrillic at the start of this? I can't even remember. Oh no, that was the last one. As for this one, man, this has got to be like Turkey or Romania or Hungary. Yeah. Lubricantes Electrico. Oh, maybe this is South America, actually. Content farms ruin the traffic on YouTube. Yeah, well, when YouTube is like, well, whoever gets the most views will promote you more. And so people are like, alright, well, I'll just upload 10 videos a day, and now I'll get the most views. So low effort content is what thrives. Alright, well, we're definitely going to lose this one. I have no idea what this one is right now. I guess I'll just click on Peru. It's so weird that I can look at a place and think, oh, this is Africa, and then think, wait, no, this is... Oh, wow, I was actually really close. I clicked Peru. But, like, parts of Southeast Asia, or Southeastern... This part of the world looks similar to this part of the world, which is pretty weird because you normally think of them as being so different. Do you notice the shift in paid content on YouTube? I don't know. I don't pay for any content on YouTube. Do you mean like the YouTube Red, like the YouTube Originals kind of paid content? I've kind of just avoided all that stuff. I don't even have YouTube Premium. But then again, maybe it's best that you don't give Google your money. This looks like Arizona. Probably right over the border in Mexico. This is probably Mexico. Maybe. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna click Mexico. That was an accident, but what did he mean by this? South Africa? Well then, like I said, well, whenever I'm on round 1, I'm not nearly as careful. Notice the increase in ads. Yeah, I'm sure there is a lot more ads now. YouTube's trying to milk as much money as possible. I mean, I do hear that creators are getting paid a lot more, which is cool. Not me. I make like almost no money anymore. At most, I probably get like $100 a month from YouTube. Because I don't really do anything anymore. I've gotten bored. Don't feel like making anything. I think that I do fall into the trap, though, that you think it's China? Well, there's no Chinese writing, so I don't think so. It seems more Nordic. Oh, it's Greenland. Well, when you, like we said, the whole standard on YouTube is content farms. They want you to make more quantity. They want you to make content than you could daily upload. And so that's the mindset you get. Like, yeah, once you get your mind into that sense, you don't ever want to spend a lot of time on a video. You just want to come up with content that you can upload very easily, very frequently, and anything that takes more than a day, you just don't bother with it. You feel very impatient when making videos. Look, it happened again. Like, there are some kind of content where I'm like, that would be cool if I started making sort of like documentary type videos, because I watch a lot of those and I really like those when they're done well. But then I'll spend like 8 hours editing and I'm like, this is just taking too long, because I'm so used to making videos in like 2 or 3 hours. And so when you're like 8 hours into a video and you're not even halfway done, it just feels so frustrating. Even if it does turn out well, you're still just like, it's not like I'm getting any more out of this one. I don't know, maybe I should just try doing a quality channel for once. I've done so many different channels by now, and I've tried so many things. A lot of times I think, ooh, this idea would be awesome, and then I start it, and it starts out awesome, but then, like, I just can't keep up with making new video ideas. Sometimes you want to start a channel because you have one good video idea, but then once you're done with that video, what do you do after that? Then you have to... like, it's a real stressful thing when you're like, alright, my last video went up a week ago, and I haven't even started on the next one, and I don't even know what the next one's going to be about. Brazil? Alright, yeah, I cannot figure this one out, so I'll just take your word for it. It was... Recife. Nice. This looks like the UK, maybe Ireland. You know, one channel I've thought about making that would be pretty cool. What if you just did a channel based on like a yearly recap, where every video is just you talking about significant things and that happened in like every year over the past, I don't know, couple hundred years. So every video So like, let's say one video would be like, this is what happened in 1967. This is who the president was. This is what fashion was like. This is what music was popular. These are the major news stories of the year. And just kind of recap each year. But do them in random order. You don't need to do it chronologically, because then people just get bored if you're just talking about the 1800s for so long. Alright, so we are in Ireland. Yeah, see, like, you could do one video on 2020. And I mean, of course 2020 is very fresh in our memory. And there's so much more media than ever now, so there's a lot more to say about it. But it would be cool because people forget what happened like 2 years ago. Especially now. That's why I think it'd be cool. It's like, what happened in the year 1995? What happened in the year 2003? And just stuff like that. And like, yeah, like I said, it would be fun to like bounce around to different years, just doing like a completely random order. Because like, if you're going to talk about what was popular, like what music and what fashion was popular, no, I don't think we're in Spain. Then it wouldn't be very interesting if you were doing it in chronological order, because then every video you're like, yeah, the same thing was popular, same person was president, same thing was going on from the last time. So, no tooting your horns. I think they're talking no car horns. But yeah, it looks like we're just near a mosque. Did I just see a license plate? An unblurred license plate? Holy crap. I mean, I can't see it. And now it's blurred. I don't know about this one. The Taj Mahal. The National Military Museum. I mean, it's in Arabic. So, and plus this is a tourist destination, so it could even be a place that you wouldn't normally see. Oh, it's Cairo. Alright, cool. I was thinking of Egypt. But yeah, like, that channel I'm talking about, it would be cool content. I'm just wondering if I'll have the research capabilities and the editing skills to put that together. Like, when you watch a video, sometimes you don't realize how much work goes into making the video. Like, you'll notice, something I notice a lot is the music they play in the background. Because finding music to put in videos is, like, one of the most annoying parts to me. Because you can't put in anything copyrighted. There's like very few music out there that fits the mood that's not copyrighted, and you don't really want to be reusing the same one all the time. You've probably noticed I've reused a ton of music on my channels. And yeah, you'll spend forever just like, I want to find a song that fits the mood of what I'm talking about right here. And then you're like, alright, 20 minutes later, I finally picked a song that I can play for 30 seconds in this 20-minute video. And then you've got to go around recording footage to show on the screen the whole time, too. I think finding footage will be very difficult for, like, early 1900s. Belgium? This doesn't really look like Belgium to me. Servicio Público. This kind of looks South American to me. I don't know. It's hard to find something different to do on YouTube. Colombia? Okay. Oh. Are we in Colombia? Bogota. Looks like that was right. Yeah, I did know it was Bogota, but I didn't know that that was the name of a city. Man, the world is so big. It just, like, takes forever to actually learn all about geography. Whoa. Is this Chinese? Are we in China? I mean, this could be China. They only give you very obscure places to look around in China. Well, let me know if I should do China. Oh, we're going out into the roads. Nah, this is Japan. Yeah, China would never let you go out into the roads like this. This is definitely Japan. I have like the weirdest things to infer in this game. The weirdest clues. Because like, if it's China, you're only going to be confined into like a very small museum. Who was president in 1967? I couldn't tell you. I mean, every video would have to be a research project. I would just Google the year 1967, and then 1983, and then 1999, and just kind of bounce around, pick random years, and then do like 2019. Then maybe I'll do like 2034, just make predictions. Platz. Well, we're driving on the right side of the road. Senegal? Yeah, I guess it could be Senegal. Oh yeah, there we go. I didn't notice any real clues. Lyndon B. Johnson in 67. Some nice outfits in a place so unforgiving. Looks very warm here. You know, my cousin actually went to South Africa for a while, and some of the pictures he took, it looks similar to this. Like, this is your stereotypical view of what most people think when they hear the word Africa. You know, very poor country and just not a lot of technology or amenities. But then there's a lot of parts of South Africa that you couldn't tell the difference from that in Australia. So, you never know. Government of Ghana. There we go. Don't know what it is about Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, and Senegal, but they sure seem okay with street views. French Africa was your best guess. Let's see, we've been going for an hour now. I guess we could do the daily challenge after this. I've been like so distracted by other things that the game itself is like not even on my mind right now. Man, there seems to be a trend today. There's Pare. So we're somewhere in South Africa, or South America, I mean. Despacito. They painted in the streets. Seguridad. I don't think that actually told us anything right there. Yeah. Despacio. Just put a T in there and you can be a YouTube sensation. I think the English-speaking market of YouTube is shrinking. So if you want to be the largest video on YouTube, it's not going to be in English. I don't think I've ever actually listened to Despacito, to be honest. I think I've heard parts of it. It just sounds like generic, whatever you call that. Latin dance music. Certainly not a 6 billion view worth song. Maybe Peru? Yeah, it probably is. I mean, there's that same brand that was in Peru that we saw. Alright, time to play a little more reckless so we can move on. Is it? Alright, we're still in this, I guess. Hey, is this the same mall we saw last week? It might be. The one that's in China. It looks like the same mall, but at the same time, all of the products look different. But I'm picking China. I don't even care. Look at that, Beijing. Man, sometimes you get into a speed mode, but it doesn't actually hurt you. This looks like the US to me. Whoa, look how different that looks. This place looks like a world-class neighborhood, and then it goes to a different season, and then all of a sudden it looks like a middle-class neighborhood. Alright, this is either the US or like the UK or Canada. No, this is definitely North America. But yeah, parts of this was... Oh, it's kilometers, so we are in Canada. The reason I didn't think that that was the same mall was because last time we were there, I saw like a whole bunch of like, not necessarily clothing brand, like a lot of stuff like Disney stuff and Hello Kitty stuff. And the one we were just in was just fancy clothes. But yeah, this is definitely Canada. Okay. Stop sign. People are driving on the right. Actually, this is confusing. Yeah, I need some language here. I am a little bit lost on this one. Diaz and Silva. I still can't even tell if we're in Europe or South America. I'm leaning more towards Europe. It is kind of nice to be able to just differentiate and tell parts of the world apart. Oh, look at that. Is that Portugal? You know, I'm going to take that as a clue. And it was Portugal. Now we got some Arabic. Probably in Dubai. You know, maybe when I'm playing by myself, I'm going to try just doing like a 10-second limit and see how many times I can get it right. Like, I'm probably never going to get much of a streak, but it would be kind of fun to just play based off of initial instinct. Like, you only get 10 seconds and try and get any correct that way. Well, I I don't know what this is. It's probably Tunisia or United Arab Emirates. And since I'm kind of getting ready to move over to just start the daily challenge, I'm just going to click on UAE now. It was Jordan. Oh, darn. Alright, let's move on. Today's daily challenge. 3-minute limit, which we're completely used to now. Well, great. Nice looking place, but this is gonna be difficult. So just based on the road lines, it kind of looks like we're in Scandinavia. And we're up in the woods. I don't know, these are kind of nice looking hills. What's the language like? Call in your order. Welcome to the Heiress from All at Sizzler's. What the? So this is all in English. Yeah, it's like proper English as their first language. So, yeah, that's a little bit odd, because we're... What is this? like Scotland? Are we in the UK? That's the only thing that makes sense to me, unless this is like Canada. What do you guys think? Where is Heiress from All? It's... well, I'll keep looking. That is Arabic writing. Are you still on the last one? Alright, so it definitely looks European, and people are driving on the left. So I think we are up in, like, northern UK. Scotland. Yeah, it definitely feels like somewhere up here. But, like, far away from civilization. Main Street. It's in Ireland? So is it Ireland or Scotland? Bangor, Heiress, Ireland. I mean, there's Ennis. Bangor, Heiress. Alright. 2 miles away. Practically perfect. Alright, so we're off to a good start. What is this? No, don't blur the sign. That's not a license plate. Stop blurring it. There's no privacy concerns. I have no idea what that's trying to say. This does not feel very promising, though. Man, I think that some of the chat is pretty far behind right now. Here, I'll, next time something pops up in the chat, I will announce it so you can tell where I'm at in real time. That's a cool looking house. Alright, blurred writing was kinda check. So that message just came in. So time that to when you saw it. And then hello. Yeah, I mean, this could be like the Czech Republic. It looks like just middle of nowhere Europe. And people are still talking about Ireland. That's why I'm like, are we still behind? That far? I'm trying to see this sign. Dieveniskis. Okay, so it's probably somewhere around here. What is that new message? I can't read that one. Oh, Lithuania? It's Lithuania. Alright. Sweet. It's like, well, thank you, mystery person. Okay, so we're in Lithuania, but we're probably... any direction in Lithuania, north, west, south? I mean, it's not that huge of a country, but I don't know that we're like right in the center. I'd guess we're probably more over on this side. More close to Russia. In that tiny bubble in the south. Oh. Cool. That was very close. 2 miles away. Oh, we're still doing great. I'm only doing half the work here. This looks like... Well... Actually, I am not sure. Sometimes I have a better time of understanding where I'm at when I can't understand the language. Like if I see Arabic or Cyrillic, that's almost more promising to me than seeing a European language that I don't recognize. Dental clinic in Venetia, Italy. This is Italy. Yeah, it's probably Italy. Internet Explorer. 4 megabits per second. Ooh, that's pretty quick. Alright, I could probably just go with Venetia. I'm trying to catch up to see any websites. What's the farthest people have gotten in the Naya challenge? Not very far. There's something like 8 or 9 steps. And I can already tell that nobody's even reached like the 4th step. So, yeah, good luck. Doesn't seem like there's very much competition. As for the wash challenge, I have no idea. Nobody's told me which ones they found so far. It'd be interesting to know if people have found like number 5 or number 9 or something. Or number 11. Oh yeah, I was going to click on Italy. Albania? Oh yeah, I guess maybe this is Albania. This looks more like Albania than Italy. So, yeah, actually I have gotten Albania in this game a few times, and it does look pretty similar to this. Yeah. Okay, it's all making sense now. Oh, I wasn't even looking at the time. But yeah, that was pretty close. Good enough. So Wash extends outside of YouTube? I mean, sort of. Like, I'll put it this way. If you're on YouTube and you follow a link off of YouTube, that is technically okay. But you're not going to be, like, looking through my Facebook profile or anything for it. That's about as much as I can say. It's like, is that fair that I give hints to people that show up to the stream? It's like, I guess if people really want to know. Japan. Alright, so you're from Japan. That's cool. You seem to know this game pretty well. Yeah, this does look like Japan. But we're not playing Country Guesser, so I've got to actually know which part of Japan. Like, normally I could be like, sweet, Japan, all done. But freaking, it's so long that you're going to get a bad score if you don't get the right spot. But yeah, like I was going through looking at all of the stuff for my secret video challenges. Sea is to the north. Oh yeah, I guess so. Maybe we're like over here, looking the north there. But yeah, I was going through the my video challenges, just like doing it with my cheat sheet, knowing all the answers, and I'm like, this is pretty hard. I kind of designed it to be difficult in case there were like hundreds of thousands of people looking for it, but it turned out that only like maybe a couple hundred people even care. And so, yeah, part of me is just like, with that small of a search team, I don't know that it's ever going to get finished. Like, you'll need a lot bigger team. Which is a shame, because the game was fun to design, but you need such a large following for it to go anywhere. And, like, the only reason I'm throwing out, like, a cash prize is just to try and incentivize people to play. But it's just... It's, people are not that interested. At least not in my audience. I'm sure the crowd that would find it fun are nowhere to find it. Well, hope this is close enough. Could be... that was not so great. But we got the north side figured out. Whatever. Huh. Are we in the U.S.? Are we in Kansas? Wynyard Farm Service Center. Alright, well that should help somebody who wants to Google. I can't really reach anything on that sign. But yeah, this does look pretty American, honestly. Wynyard, red makes Wynyard Industrial Welding. Maybe Canada? Yeah, it could be Canada too. Just somebody look for Wynyard. That'll probably take you right to it. South Britain? I don't believe that. You said it was Japan and then you wonder Canada? Maybe Canada? No, I think we're in the... You're around behind. This one might be Canada. And yeah, it's very true. It could be like anywhere in this central area. But we need to figure that out. Saskatchewan. Wynyard Alright, I'm searching Wynyard. So we got Australia, Canada, New Zealand. Let's search the Canada one, because that's definitely the right one. Get the street view off. Dang, that is way up there. Alright, so it's next to this lake. Wynyard, there we go. Now we can finish the game. Alright, that wasn't so bad. The Japan one messed us up, but... Let's see, did we place in the top 100 this time? Alright, number 40. Not so bad. I mean, there's still people getting perfect scores. I mean, at least it's taking them a couple minutes each time. Seems a little bit more legit. This guy doesn't ever click guess. He just waits for the time to run out. Alright, let's play some... let's do some interesting ones. I want to do a famous world. It's been a long time. The only thing I dislike about A Famous World is you start getting duplicates too much. But when you haven't played it in a while, it won't feel as duplicated. Alright, well we can't move on this one, but... Oh, isn't that place in Holes? Never mind, I was thinking... Remember that Holes movie where they're like, we went up to God's thumb? No, this is probably not in the desert. This is probably on another continent. What is this dirt? How many people do you think there are that could tell what country you're in just by like the type of brush and dirt? I mean, in certain scenarios I could tell when you're near where I live. But yeah, we don't have much to go off of, and this is not even the country guesser. I have not much of an idea. It's just a wide, grassy landscape. Looks like something from Lion King. Yeah, this is just a completely wild guess here. There's like no street view around here, so this is a stupid guess. What? Well, nobody else made any guesses, so I'm not feeling bad about that one. Dude, did I do an extraordinary world or a famous world? Because this is bizarre. So it's a bunch of sand dunes. I can't believe I just mixed up Nebraska for Sudan. Man, I'm gonna need to forget about that one real quick. Let's see if we can get close to the cars. Okay, so we got European license plates. At least I'm not gonna guess the US. ZA. So we're in South Africa. Well, that helps a lot. Mentors. So we're in a South African sand dunes. That looks pretty cool. Sand dunes are pretty interesting. Don't know what part of it, but it's going to be a much closer score than the last one. Huh. I guess it wasn't even in South Africa. Man, they're giving us... Oh. Yeah, this is more what I expect when I click on A Famous World. Oh, look. Look, guys, they're doing the thing. They're taking the good picture. They're doing the right pose. That's what's so funny is, like, everyone wants the picture of them doing it, but the picture from the outside showing everybody trying to do it makes it look so much more ridiculous. I was going back and watching one of my videos talking about how people always post pictures on the internet making things seem so amazing, but then in reality it's kind of lame. And I showed a picture of this as an example. Where you're just seeing everybody doing the pose. Okay. Okay, Italy. Italian. Hey, I know this place. I seen it on license plates. But did you really go if you didn't do the pose and take a pic? Yeah, they're gonna be off on the picture. You know what's funny? Like, the Utah license plates, you actually get choice of 2 different license plates in Utah. You can get one with this white with the skier on it, or you can get the one with arches that basically looks like this. I think I got the skier one, but I haven't actually been here in real life. Pretty much everybody I know around here has, but I don't know, I don't really go camping. I'm proud to know that Moab is part of... I'm probably going to get it far off. It's probably going to be like somewhere down here. Monument Valley. Yeah, isn't it Monument Valley, actually? That's probably right. Oh, nice. I'm so glad I didn't click Moab. Yeah, Moab is arches, but like almost all of this is just red desert rock. Apparently very outdated Street View pictures too. This has been the most random Famous World game. You had two that were insanely hard at the start, and then two insanely easy ones. And now this one I don't really know. Probably somewhere in Italy, France. I don't know. Oh, here we go. It's Austria. I'm just going to click the capital of Austria. Hey, I got it right. North Dakota has 4 plates? Huh. Well, license plate game can get complicated. Look at that. That's the worst guess I've had in a long time. Sudan is not Nebraska. Did I? Oh, I clicked on the Moab one, or the Monument Valley. So let's see. Yeah, southern Utah kind of looks like Mars. Let's see how 3D this is. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, seeing all these big rocks. Man, my processor is getting a little bit worked up over this. What direction is north? Let me see if I can find arches. Yeah, over here. Yeah, I hear this place is pretty popular, but I've never been. Let's level it out and try and get a decent view. Yeah, just lots of big red rocks. Isn't it weird that when you live somewhere and you see something so much your whole life, but other people see it and they think it's amazing because they've never seen something like that before, but you're like, oh, yeah, I guess it's kind of cool. It just seems boring to me now. Like the whole desert and big rocks. Living in Utah forever, it's kind of lowers the excitement. I guess that's why people who live in New York, there's so many of them that have never visited the Statue of Liberty or the Empire State Building, because they're like, I pass by it on my way to work every day. Like, it's not that exciting to me. Okay, what else we got? Dumb test. Yeah, dumb test is pointless. I should remove that from my favorites, because there's not enough locations. Same with US cities. When there's not very many locations, it's not very replayable. Same with this one. I saw the sign. This is one of my favorites, but not as fun for you guys. An Extraordinary World is fun though. You find some really cool places in the world, but they're all impossible. Every single one's impossible. Example 1. Huh. This kind of looks familiar. It looks like a North American forest. Maybe. Is this Yosemite, maybe? Or is this like Alaska? Clearly lots of big lakes. We've had this one before? I don't remember seeing it. Switzerland, Paramount. Yeah, maybe we're in Hollywood. This is just a Hollywood set. It's a very high resolution picture that He definitely has a nice camera. There's not even any breaks in the picture. Yellowstone? Well, I'm going to click somewhere in North America. Whoa! There's an Alberta. That was... Yeah, that was a pretty good random click. Yeah, it looks like the mountain in the Paramount logo, I know. Crater Lake. Well, at least I don't feel bad about that one, because that was an amazing score for this game. They even glitched out a Tesla logo into the image. These mountains look awesome. And again, like, you don't get anything to go off of. It's just somewhere out in the wild. This could even be like Greenland. Or Iceland. Or Norway. We're clearly somewhere pretty far north, I think. Don't you like when I can mix clearly with maybe? Alright, I'll go with Iceland, because why not? Hey, it was Greenland. I mean, that's not a bad wrong answer, you know? For such an obscure place. Yeah, when I did my video on Greenland, I did see quite a few pictures like that. Greenland is pretty huge. I mean, it's not as huge as it looks right here. In this image, it makes Greenland look bigger than Africa. The nice thing about this is that I don't have to spend a lot of time on each round, and I can just throw out a wild guess, and I get to see cool places. No trees, Iceland. Well, Greenland also has no trees, so... Well, this is just an island. Man, I'm gonna have to just click somewhere in, like, Indonesia. Because I don't even know. Whoa! Oh, I should have known. Oh, how did I not realize that it was Oranjestad? You didn't get any points for this round. You're 11,000 miles off. I mean, the globe is only 25,000 miles in circumference, so the furthest you could possibly be away is like 12,500 miles away. So I was pretty close to being on the polar opposite end of the Earth. It's a rainy, gloomy place with very dirty water. Well, I feel a little bit more confident about this one than the last one. He's got a Maserati shirt on. I don't think there's been a Maserati on this road in a long time. I'm gonna have to guess. I kind of think it's like around here. Somewhere near Turkey, maybe Georgia. I don't know. It's all just complete random guesses. Wow, it's Ethiopia. I was trying not to guess Africa on that one, but dang. See, I don't know. Something about looking at landscapes without trees, I think looks really cool. I know a lot of people would maybe be upset by that, but I'm just like, I love that you can just see way off into the distance with nothing blocking your way. Like, you could just start walking there, walk straight to the top of the mountain. No trees in the way. This is definitely Mongolia, by the way. My Mongolia senses are tingling. And it's a bit rocky. I'll guess right over here. Okay, it wasn't that close, but it was still Mongolia. I might as well keep playing the country guessing game. But yeah, I really like An Extraordinary World. It's extra hard. The average score is 7,000. The best... Whoa, I've got 19,000 before? People getting perfect scores in 1 second. Yeah, that seems legitimate. It was one of the hardest games. Earlier today, we had some really lucky guesses on An Extraordinary World. For those who were here at the start of the stream. This actually looks really awesome. I feel like water has been through here before. It looks like you're walking through a big seashell. Like the whole place is just a big seashell. So is this near, like... I'm not saying this is Petra, but is this close to Petra, do you think? I don't know, probably somewhere in that region. Okay, it was in Iran. Could have been a worse guess. Whoa! Dang, there's like no visibility here. You know, standing right here in the deep snow with lots of trees, with the fog, I've actually been in this exact situation like multiple times. I actually have a picture of myself standing on top of a snowy mountain like this at a ski resort. And I'm not saying that this is Park City. I would recognize if it was. But yeah, it feels so... It's kind of like an eerie feeling. Like it's very quiet. Yeah, maybe we're at the North Pole. Where is the North Pole on this map? Just like click up here. Nah, this has got to be... I mean, it could be in the Canadian mountains. Like, could be up here. Could even be just anywhere in the Rocky Mountains, honestly. Could also be in the Alps. But, you know, I do kind of want to just click on the Rocky Mountains. There are no trees in the North Pole. Well, the North Pole isn't technically on land. It's not like the South Pole. Okay, so that wasn't even far off. That was in Oregon. But yeah, I've been in Park City. There's one spot at the top of the resort. So way back here, you take the Jupiter lift to the very top of the resort. Like this is the whole place. And then you gotta hike. You gotta hike pretty high up here. These roads aren't even roads in the winter. But yeah, you hike to the top of these peaks, and sometimes it's just so foggy. And it looks just like that. Oh boy. Okay, so we're probably near India. I mean, whenever it comes to An Extraordinary World, you just go with the first clue. And just like I expected. Hey, we did it again. Except these ones look different. These ones look much higher in elevation. Yeah, I noticed there's no trees when you get too high up. I didn't even think about that before, but yeah, the trees kind of stop growing past, what, like 10, 15,000 feet? I mean, it's probably much higher than that, but these, I'd be willing to say these are the Himalayas. Like, we're probably near Everest. See, this kind of hiking does not appeal to me. I'm going to say somewhere around Nepal. Oh, Georgia. You know, there are a lot of mountain ranges in the world. But that is not one that I would ever have guessed. Seriously, like this whole area right here is it seems like a blind spot to me. Because I see Europe, I see Southeast Asia and China, I see Russia, Mongolia, and I see Africa, and I see the Middle East. But like this little section between the Caspian Sea and the Black Sea and the Mediterranean Sea, like with Turkey, Georgia, Armenia, I just always forget that this part is here. I mean, there's not a lot of coverage there. I might have seen... Oh, this is the Grand Canyon, isn't it? Alright. Very big canyon. It's very grand. The Grand Canyon is also very large, so I'm probably still going to be 100 miles away. What the heck? Alright, well... I'm just going to move along and hope everyone forgets about that immediately. We've been going for 1 hour 41 minutes. I'm going to start a country streak game. And we're going to go until I lose. Alright, Austria, first round is out of the way. And when I lose will be the end of the stream. That's how I like to do it. It gives me a good cutoff time. And your contribution will affect the length of the stream. And then people feel very bad when they give me the wrong answer and then it's over. Even though I'm just like, alright, finally I can get off and go get something to eat. China restaurant, Peking Garten. Well, this is not China. This is Germany? It probably is. So they're dealing with euros. Einwert für dich. Yeah, .de. Alright, it's confirmed now. Is that the Russian flag right there? I mean, I can't really see it. It could be the Slovakian flag. Serbia. Oh, it very well could be Serbia. I'm not clicking on it yet. Don't worry. But yeah, that's the red, blue, white flag. So I'm immediately leaning towards Serbia. Via Pietro Paolo Rubens. And there's that flag again. Oh, man, that's a Polish flag. Oh, it's an embassy? Okay, well, good thing I didn't click on it already. Yeah, I was just like, wait, is this Serbia or is this Poland? Or is this neither? Ooh, nice Jaguar. Okay, so this is Italy then. Via Cavaliere di Arpino. Okay, Italy it is. See, aren't you guys glad I'm not trigger happy tonight? See, I like to put pressure on you guys, too, sometimes. So then it's like, alright, the stream is in your hands. If you mess up, it's all down to that. When in reality, I'm like, I don't care. I'm ready to be done. This is just my way of putting a timer on it. Italia again. See, this is a more traditional country guessing game, you know? Like the one we had before was ridiculous. We got so many hard ones. Can't even believe we reached 10. GR. Holy cow, they're like setting us right next to the answers every time. But what is GR anyway? Oh, Greece. I get it. So we're in Greece. Didn't click for me immediately. But yeah, even the language around here, it's like, alright, it's pretty obvious at this point. Hey, we try. There's sometimes really wrong answers thrown out. Yeah, I know. And then there's the people that throw out joke answers a lot. And, like, I mean, I'm not offended if you want to do that, but if you throw out a lot of joke answers, I'm less likely to trust you when you're not joking. You know? Like, I've had some people that just intentionally throw out the worst answers possible, just regularly. And then when they try to throw out a real answer, I'm like, I don't know that I should trust you. Especially when people throw out like 3 different answers for one guess. Alright, this looks like Vietnam. Vietnam is my first guess. Vietnam, Vietnam. I still like to tell the story about when I was younger, I thought Vietnam was in the Middle East. Because, like, when I was younger, I always hear about wars. People always talk about the war in Iraq and the war in Syria, the war in Afghanistan, the war in Iran, and the war in Vietnam. And people always talk about back when I was in the war in Nam. And so I just always assumed Vietnam was part of over here. I mean, I was pretty young. I didn't know much about geography. But, yeah, it's not the part of the world we usually fight with, it seems. Oh, we're in the gay land. There's rainbow flags everywhere. Is this a new country? Well, something tells me we're not in the Middle East right now. Alright, there's pride flags everywhere, but what country is this? This is really weird. There's castles there, yeah. Oh, is this Peru? I think this is Peru. Yeah, probably. I mean, the landscape looks like Peru. Escuadron. Yeah, Cusco. We're in Cusco, Peru. Apparently Cusco is trying to be the gayest city. Because I've never seen any place put this many rainbow flags in one spot. Alright, we're up to 7. We're kind of speed running through this. We've spent like 1 minute per round. So, thanks, tree, for blocking that. No, come back. Where'd it go? I was gonna think we're on the left side of the road, but we're just on one-way roads. Solo and Emil. I feel like this is kind of South American. Some nice cars, though. Yeah, that's what's so weird. Like, you could see very poor places and also very rich-looking places in South America. And so it's hard to discount South America when there's so much diversity in appearance. Dang it. Just give me a website. I probably jumped past something important. Hey, there's some flags. They're still there. Alright, I see Spain. I see a lot of Spain. This is probably Spain. The language doesn't look that Spanish. Or does it? Colonial Spain? Alright, so we are in Spain. Just want to keep drilling that in. Could it be? Oh, we're still here. Hey, this looks American. Now it looks Canadian. Canada. Oh yeah, it just said maximum 40. Canada always copying the US. Always trying to look like us. It's the off-brand of the U.S. The one that looks just like it, but you can tell it's a little bit different. Pare. Alright, you guys ready to lose? What is... I can't really read that. Was that sign floating? Oh yeah. Canada is a little bit ahead of us in their floating sign technology. So we're in Central or South America, and so far it's looking worrisome. Verdurau. Damn. Brazil? Come to Brazil? Oh, everybody's saying Brazil. Alright, well, when 3 people say it, I just go with it. Because I probably missed something there. Hey, there's the Costa Rican flag, right? That's... yeah, that's Costa Rica. I know that one because I mixed it up with the Thailand flag, and it's Costa Rica. Well, that was super easy. Glad it wasn't just like Costa Rican embassy or something. Man, I don't know why. Embassies had never screwed me up until recently, you know? And now it feels like embassies are throwing me off. Because you see a country name and flag and all of that for a country that you're not in. Okay, so it says stop. But I don't think this is the US. Nah, this looks very European. So people are driving on the right. We're in the Czech Republic, right? German writing. I'm thinking we're in Czech. CH. Oh wait, no, that's CZ, huh? CH. What is CH then? Switzerland. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. I've heard Switzerland is the most expensive country to travel to or to live in. I don't remember. The most expensive country on average. Oh, I think this is Ghana. Yeah, because Ghana always paints their little shacks like this. The red, yellow, green for their flag. I'm immediately thinking this is Ghana. And I'm just going to click on that. Yeah, make a game of you're not where you think you are. Put everything next to embassies or in Chinatown. Progressive People's Party. Alright, well I'm clicking Ghana. Okay. Hey, this place looks famous. Anything with pillars in it. Yeah, see, like I was saying, I like looking at mountains and geography and cliffs and oceans. Looking at buildings like this, it's not... I mean, I am okay with it. I don't hate it, but it's not that exciting. I wouldn't travel all the way to Europe just to see stuff like this. Oh, come on. Roma. Alright, we're in Italy, I think. Yeah. I'm thinking this is Italy. It's gotta be so difficult to run a business in such a tight space. Maybe, I mean, I wouldn't say I feel claustrophobic in tight spaces like that. But it's, I don't know, like, it's fun to look at, but trying to deal with logistics of running something there just makes me say, nah, I don't want to get into that. Italy, dang, we're moving pretty quick. 14 rounds in. And this looks like it might be easy. Is this Greece? Yeah, this is super Greece. Super Greek. This is more Greek than my big fat Greek wedding. And now we might run into some trouble. Alright, so we're probably in like Peru. So the coast is to the east. So where are we then? Are we in Argentina? Are we in Nicaragua? As Greek as it gets. Argentina? Yeah, it could be Argentina. Because it's like it's Spanish. And it's off on the coast. Yeah, I think we're like right along the coastline looking east into the water. Because north is that way. And then that way's east. Alright, well, I'm gonna leave it on Argentina, but I want to look around first. El estado es estar. Man, why can't it tell me? Yeah, this is, everyone's afraid to jump in. But yeah, I think that Argentina is probably the best guess I'm gonna get. I guess I'm just gonna have to go with that. I don't see any new clues showing up here. Alright, is this the end? Nope, we're still here. Okay, where are we now? We just keep getting tossed around the globe. Just teleporting from one end to the other. Between South America and Europe. Well, now we're in Israel. The only country in the world that has this alphabet. So it's usually one of the easiest ones. Once I figured out that Hebrew is not Thai, Israel became one of the easiest guesses. I can recognize Israel faster than I can recognize the US. This is... what? Argentina. Hungary. Dang, what if we reached our record right now? So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Hungary, right? It's always Tel Aviv for some reason. Croatia? You think we're in Croatia and not Hungary? I mean, how are you guys telling that it's Croatia? Don't say that, it'll make us lose. Oh, we're on our last leg. We're on our last life. HR means Hrvatska. Oh yeah, Hungary is HU, that's right. Alright, I'll say Croatia. We're still here. Man, you guys are too good. I'm never going to get to go to bed tonight. Man, I don't want to go to bed right now. I took way too long of a nap today. And I had a nap that I missed this stream. This is Japan. Yeah, this is Japan, right? Japan. One of the most recognizable places. Alright, we'll keep moving. I do want to see how high we can get this score. Are we back in Israel? Yeah. I always forget. Most places in the world don't like to build their houses out of wood. Not like the US does. The US and Canada build so much out of wood. I guess this is because we get the most lumber. Okay, so might be Dubai. Oh yeah, this looks like it's probably Dubai. Just looking at the skyscraper line. The Burj is anywhere around here. Alright, I'm 99% sure this is Dubai. Unless anybody objects. Yeah, there's even the flag for it. Alright, that's where I'm going. US and Canada are house fires in waiting. Hey, wood is a good material. Makes housing cheap. Well, it's just .com. Fang Fang Hotel and Fang Fang Restaurant. Or it's Fang Fang. Is this Singapore? CityClockKenya.com. What? I don't think this is Kenya. I'm seeing so many conflicting things right now. Are we in Kenya? I happily have a brick house. Yeah. I mean, they all work. Traditional Japan buildings are made of paper. Well, dang. I hope it's a pretty thick paper. JP. What the? Where are we? I've seen... are we in... This is like one of the most conflicting places I've ever seen. At this one intersection, I'm seeing what I think is China and Africa. There's Kenya and then Japan. Shanghai restaurant. What is going on? It's like a Chinese Kenya. I mean, doesn't China own like a big portion of Africa at this point? It wouldn't completely surprise me if they've kind of developed places. But man, I'm so confused right now. I just want to get a clear answer. British Council. Yeah, thanks. Just pile on top. This is the most bizarre. Kampala. Are we in... Faye, they hear you. Are we in Malaysia? I think we might be in Malaysia. Or where is Kampala again? Uganda? Kampala? Who? I am completely out of this one. This is it. This is the end. I'm going to click on Kenya. Oh, which one is it? Holy crap. Oh, Faye, where'd you go? That was a wild round. There were so many weird things about that round. And I'm baffled that we actually got it. Because like Uganda is one of the rarest ones you can get. At least we got another Japan, easy one. Japan. The proof that even if you have a highly functional society full of very well disciplined and smart people, you can still have an extremely depressed population. I guess there is no perfect society. Japan, baby. Look how happy this guy is that we found him. Man, I would love to go through and just make a compilation of all of the luckiest guesses we've ever had. But there's got to be close to 100 hours worth of streams at this point. It would take a long time. And I don't think any of you want to do any of that either. Alright, so right here... Oh, we're in an airport. This has got to be easy. Yeah, we're somewhere in Central America. I just saw the Costa Rican flag. But it was next to a bunch of other flags too. So... It's... Panama? Costa Rica... yeah, so I feel like it's listing out a lot of different locations, and I can't just trust the first text I see, like usual. Well, this is getting weird, because, like, yeah, there's... I mean, Costa Rica seems like the most likely to me. Because that one's like the center. Yeah, CR, Costa Rica, that's right. Dang, we are climbing high. Huh. That's some cool mountains. This looks pretty Eastern European in a different way than usual. Man, how long is this gonna go? I was like, this is gonna be our last game. And now we're 24 rounds into it. I don't know, this could be it. This one looks tricky. I mean, what even is this? Kinda looks Mongolian, but it's definitely not Mongolia. It's maybe Swedish, actually. Yeah, this is probably Scandinavia. Big lakes. Iceland? Oh, yeah. Iceland seems very accurate right now. I love that we can distinguish countries without even seeing any text. Like, whenever we're dropped in cities, I rely way too heavily on websites and billboards. I feel pretty strongly about Iceland here. Well, let's go for it. Could this be the end? Nope, we are still in this. People are getting tired and logging off, but we're still going. This looks like Jordan. There's a lot of flags right here. I think that's the Jordan flag. Yeah, that's definitely it. Maybe. Yeah, that's right. Holy smokes, that's correct. Man, we're gonna be going all night. Anyone confirm Jordan for me? I mean, I'm like 90% sure right now. Jerusalem restaurant. Jordan. Alright, I'm gonna do it. Alright. We're up to 25 points. Peru. Do people just... I mean, would they really put a street name called the country in Peru, Peru? So far, this... like, where is any kind of hint? Consultorio Dental. There's your dentist, man. You don't have a lot of options, so... That seems too easy. Yeah, I know. It's hard to trust something like that. I mean, I would still put Peru on my #1 guess right now, but I really want to keep looking. We've seen quite a bit of Peru today. I don't even... Los Andes. Santiago. Where is Los Andes? Los Andes? Man, this feels like we're in overtime. Bolivia? You know, like when there's baseball and nobody's scored and you're into like the 15th inning and people are just like, oh, come on, just end it already. That's how this stream feels right now. Banco Fácil is Bolivian. Alright, if you guys say so. Man, we're just too good today. And they're trying to knock us out, giving us hard ones. Deposit more and win lots of cash and consolation prizes. What is GHS? What is that currency? Is this Ghana? I could probably say this is Ghana. Unibank Ghana. Yeah, that's right. Alright, we're up to 27. We're on 27 right in a row. What is this? Lithuania? Poland? In time. Lots of nice word art. It's very thoughtful of them to decorate their streets. Zagreb. Man, this one's harder than the Ghana one. Serbia, Croatia. Hey, there's HR. So yeah, we're in Croatia. Well, we always save the best for last. The best streak for last. I mean, I have been cutting my streams a little bit short lately. Hey. Is this American or is this British? Wow. This is one fancy place. So, yeah, this looks very much like something from the American Revolution. So it's either America or it's where they broke away from. Looks kind of French. Yeah, well, I mean, there are lots of naked pictures around, so maybe it is France. I'm stuck in this building. Who lives like this? Like, I mean, that is kind of a cool bed. But imagine you wake up, this is your bedroom. This is such a weird place to get dropped. Ah, man. That's a very historic looking air conditioner. Versailles? Yeah, this place has got to be... This does not seem like your average place. This has got to be some notable... Alright, so it is France. That's cool. I still want to keep looking around, though. This is kind of fun. Except I don't know that I can go much further. We've seen almost everywhere. Oh, we found a new hallway. Jeez. Somebody really likes gold. This place is the most expensive house in the world. So what is this building used for? We got time. Oh, we teleported through the wall. This seems like some ancient royalty place a king would live. Well, okay, I think I've seen it all now. I don't think I can move anywhere else in the building. Oh, it's a museum. Yeah, that makes sense. Kind of find it hard to believe they'd have like lots of people walking through this though. Oh, it was in Potsdam, the Schloss Sanssouci. Well, that was a fun place to end it. You guys all got it wrong. Now we can all collectively say that we did our best and we all failed together. That's fine. That's pretty much the end. I guess I'll go grab Faye for anyone who wants to stick around and see. Unbelievable. This is an outrage. Alright, I'll be right back. I'll go grab the cat. Well, Faye refused to get out of bed. So I just brought the whole bed. I tried to scoop her out and she was just fighting with me the whole time. Faye, look at all the toys you've got. Kitty. I guess she really just does not want to get up. Did you just break something? No, I just ran into a wall on the way in. Yeah, I was like trying to scoop her out and she was just fighting with me the whole time, so I guess you just want to sleep. Hope you didn't puke again. Well, this was the longest stream we've had in a while. Faye, you gonna say goodbye? Alright, see ya.